Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host. Good morning, and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna, and this morning we're visiting with Kevin Lyons. He's the Monroe County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Agent Coles.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because we're going to talk about milk. And you being a past dairy farmer, grew up in the dairy business.
Yeah.
It's been a tough time for dairy farmers.
It's been tough about ever since I can remember, and I'm getting a little older, but my dad started a small dairy back in about 1960 or about 1959, and then we sold out our milk and herd in 99. So my whole, from birth to adulthood, we were working on the dairy. So I've got a feel for what it takes to run that dairy and run a farm. It's not any more difficult work than any other type of farming. But it's 7 days a week. Somebody's got to be to see to it. That doesn't mean you're in there doing the milking all that time, but somebody has to be on call or in there, and it's just a really demanding type of life for a lot of families. But those families that are in that, they love it, and they want to be able to continue doing it.
Yeah, and we want them to continue to do. We've lost so many dairies in the state of Kentucky, but it's so important to our agricultural economy to have diverse commodities that are raised in each one of our counties. And South Central Kentucky is a huge milk producing area.
We're still one of the areas of the state that has a lot of dairies. Some of them are smaller dairies, some of them are larger dairies. In Monroe County, we have a dairy that's about 1,100 cows. We have dairies that are 30 cows, but there's not near as many of them as they used to be, that's the sad part of it all.
And you know, people sometimes ask, Kevin, how can I help that dairy producer? Well, one of those ways is drink more milk.
Drink more milk, that's absolutely right. And to me, I must, won't get on too much of a soapbox, but it is, sometimes it's mislabeled as far as what you see in the news.
That's right.
And it's great food, and it's a healthy food. It's Mother Nature's food. When you talk about humans or animals, those are mammals. What does Mother Nature provide? She provides milk. So to me, that's a good testimony of the nutritional value of having milk in your diet.
Absolutely. And I just purchased these at a local grocer, 99 cents for a half a gallon of milk. Now, that's not good for the dairy farmer, but if consumers go out and drink more of it and create a bigger demand, maybe we can work this thing out, right, Kevin?
We can help some people.
But I think people are confused when they go to the grocery store because we do have a lot of different options. We have whole milk and skim milk and 2% and 1%, my favorite chocolate. But what's the difference?
Basically, it's the butterfat content. When milk is processed, and sometimes I think back when we were growing up, we would walk up to the milk house and get it right out of the bulk tank, and that's when we were kids, and we always had to fight over who was going to have to go get milk that day. But it was always more fat in it than it is. I think normally it's about a little over 4.2% fat most of the time, the whole milk. But when it goes through the processor, the whole milk gets leveled off to a consistent, I think it's like 3.5% butterfat.
Yeah.
And the skim is about 1% butterfat, and the other is about 0.5% butterfat.
Okay.
So it does go through the processing, but they don't just dump water in and dilute it down. They manage the butterfat content of those.
And so some people are worried about caloric intake and those type of things. And so that is different among the 3 different types of milk.
Absolutely.
But there's not a ton of difference. Now, I like the whole milk.
I do too. I do too.
But there's not a lot of difference. Some people think it's unhealthy to drink that.
It's not unhealthy. Lots of studies show that we need that for strengthen our bones, of course, the calcium, but it's a really complete food. It has all the vitamins, minerals, all the nutrients that you might need, you can find in milk. But it's not to say you can just overdo it, but it's not to say you need to cut it completely out of your diet either.
I know that this is 1 serving, and now especially when I drink chocolate milk, I probably have about 3 servings, and so that might mean I have a little extra calories, but I can feel good about getting all that good nutrition as well.
That's right. It's a component of a healthy diet. Just to me, you know, the other food that gets kind of knocked at the red meats. Everything in controlled portions and smart, sensible approach. there's nothing unhealthy about drinking good milk.
That's absolutely right. So starting out the new year, thinking about maybe your diets, make sure to add milk. It helps you, it helps our dairy farmers, and it's great. We appreciate you watching and hope you have a great day. If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Warren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.